What's up, guys? It's your boy coming back with another video. In this video, I'm going to tell you the 5 traits of a successful business owner. These are 5 traits you need to succeed in a business. And it starts now. Now. Alright, guys, so it's rather simple, but it's rather difficult. Being a business owner is not for everybody. It's just not. A business owner is a different type of person. A business owner is almost, I want to say, so selfish that they don't care about anything but the business. That seems like what it comes down to at times. Like, you're willing to do or give up anything for this business to succeed. Because there's going to be times when you're digging and clawing and scratching, it ain't enough. You need somebody with you digging and clawing and scratching. It gets bad. Like, really, really bad. But the first must-have trait of a business owner is patience. You have to have patience in the process of whatever you're doing, whatever it is. You have to be willing to sit back, relax, and watch the movie. Now, don't confuse patience with giving up control. You just have to understand that you're going to work your butt off. You're going to work. And you may not see the results. You just may not. And there's going to be thought processes and traits in this list. So, the patience, they say patience is a virtue. And this, patience is a must. If you don't have patience, you better either be willing to get patience real quick and be open, or get somebody else to do what you can't. Because it will spit you up and spit you out. Success is not on your time. Success is on the process. When you're ready for the big one, it's going to happen. There's not many people that can say they gave it all they got and they failed, unless it was like a mechanical or, nobody fails for lack of effort, lack of trying, and just being there to get it done. If you don't have that, you will fail. Probably 80% of the people that dig and think like that, they will succeed. I was thinking yesterday, I really wish I would have documented and actually did the YouTube channel when I was first starting up. I was under my truck every 2 days working. This is no lie. Like, there was times when I didn't know how I was going to get to the next load. Didn't know how I was going to pay the insurance. I've been just about busted. And determination, willingness, and patience is what brought me out. You want to guess a couple more of the must-haves? So, number 2, you must be able to think outside the box. A business is a big old problem. Like, you've got your business, then you've got problems. All these little problems. And your success rests on how well you solve them problems. What are you talking about, Hotshot? There's no problems. Okay? You have a truck with no money. That's a problem. You have to figure out how to take this truck and get this money. Okay? So now you have one problem. So how do you solve it? Well, you look for customers. Okay? Now you got a truck with customers with no money. So that's a problem. Problem solved. Right? Okay. Customer don't want to pay. Now you've done A, B, and C, or A and B, and you still have no money. Find a way to get this customer to pay. All the bills are due at one time of the month. You've had 2 slow weeks. Better figure out how to get them paid. See where I'm going with this? Brakes are bad. That's a problem. Preventive maintenance is due, and you don't have time. That's a problem. You have to make time. Everything is a problem, but you don't look at it as a problem. It's the process. It's what businesses are. That's why 80% of the people fail. Thought process, mindset, and they just don't have the patience or determination. They just don't want it bad enough. How bad do you want it? You have to ask yourself that. You have to be goal-oriented. This isn't on the list, but this kind of ties into it. You must be goal-oriented. You have to be able to put goals either here or on paper. I suggest on paper because then you're reminded. There's a thing called out of sight, out of mind. Well, once I put it here, I know my goal, but it's not in my face. It doesn't have me pushing, boom, 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 because it's not there. Now, if it's here on the window or it's here on the dash, right there. Work, work, work. What am I working for? When you're driving down the road and you just say, why am I doing this? Boom. There's your goal. Boom. There's my kid. There's a picture of my kids in the truck. I love my kids and my wife. But they're not in the truck to make them happy. That picture is placed there for a reminder. Now, I never forget about them. But there's that moment when my mind just wanders. And boom, it's right there. So, but now back to you have to be goal-oriented. You have to be able to look at the big picture. Where do I want to be in a year? Where do I want to be in 5 years and 10 years? If you ask Joe Blow, what's your goal? Yeah, it's a good question. That's what you're going to get. Or, what's your good goal? Just want to make money, be successful, and buy a house. When? Soon as possible. That's not a goal. That's not a realistic goal. A goal has to have a date, a due date. Now, you're not always going to make it, but if I want to buy a house as soon as possible, my ASAP might be 2 years. Your ASAP might literally be whenever. So who's going to work harder? The goal setter, the goal chaser, or the whatever? Like, being successful is a mind game as much as it's a work ethic and a work game. You have to want it. You have to trick yourself into doing stuff you don't want to do. You know, and there's people fail all the time. So, number 3, open-minded to listen. If you're not willing to listen, you're not willing to succeed. That simple. The reason you need to listen is not because we all know more. It's because we've all been through more. You can research my channel, Piglet's channel. You can even research some of the smaller channels. They will tell you the same thing. Maybe different words, but the same thing. It's what life is about. It's what business is about. You have to be open-minded. You have to do stuff other people's way. It's not your way or the highway out here. Because if it is, it's going to be the highway. You're going to hit the highway and then you get the byway. Because you're done. Somebody right now came in here, guns a-blaring, talking crap on all of us hotshotters, how we were all wrong, how we were lying about the market. We were telling everybody there's not $3 a mile freight, there's not $2.50 a mile freight. Comes out, guns blaring, I'm getting this, I'm doing that. Where you at now? You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't open to listen. Got a couple good peanuts, and just crushed them. Now, he got a couple good seeds, and instead of planting the seeds, he took them, shoved them in our faces, and threw them in our faces. Which is cool. By all means. You do you, brother. And I'll do me. It wasn't open. Didn't want to listen. Knew everything. Well, he's on the block now crying. Crying the blues because we're all ignorant and disrespectful, because when you do that stuff, you get the, I told you so. Just saying. So, number 4, strong determination. You must be determined at all costs. No matter how high the mountain, how deep the valley, how wide the river. Boom, I'm going through, I'm going over, under. Give me dynamite, I'll get it. Determination. I remember my 7.3 blew up. And I was in the early stage of the business. Like, I knew everything. No, like, didn't know nothing, but knew everything. Like, I didn't know half of what I know now. But this is why I know now. So, I was knowing it all, running around, running and gunning, and boom, 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 boom. And I'm used to working on a truck every 2 days. It is what it is, you know. It's my routine now. Well, this day was like no other. This day, the coolant got into the oil. No. The oil got into the coolant. Sorry. It was a mess. A mess. And I didn't have a bunch of money saved up, you know, because I had ran that truck too long and done too many dumb things and didn't have the money that I should have had. So, I'm in my bedroom with my wife. I have no truck. I have a loaded trailer. I have a little bit of cash. Like $3,000, little bit of cash. That's what I had, $3,000. But there was $4,000 on the trailer. Well, you can't count the $4,000 at this point because I don't know when I'm getting. I don't even know if I'm getting it. If I got to repower it, most of it's gone. Because when you repower, you lose most of your money. So, I didn't know what I was going to do. It took me 4 days, 75 phone calls. Is what it took me to figure something out. I wound up with a lease, with an enterprise lease. I was determined to succeed. I ended up with the lease, signed a contract at $500 a week. Well, enterprise lease isn't what it was cracked up to be. I ended up paying $1,000 a week. $1,000 a week. That's not determination. I don't know what is. And people were telling me, you're dumb. You're dumb. You're dumb. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing it? Well, because I know I had no other options. You know what they tell me? Oh, I'd quit the business before I did that. Because you're not determined enough. And I made it. Wasn't easy, but I made it. So, your determination is what matters. Your determination, well, it's one of the things that matters. Your determination determines the outcome's timing. The more you're more determined, the harder you push, I want to say the quicker you'll get there. But you know how that goes. So, guys, you must be determined at all costs. But not only must you be determined, if you have a wife and kids, they need to be determined for you to succeed. Because going what I went through was so hard on my wife. But she was determined. She was determined and willing to let me and help me be successful. I say let me, but if she could have said, you know what, I can't take this no more, I'm done. I am done. You choose that business over me. Unfortunately, there's women that do that. I'm lucky mine wasn't it. And now, we reap the benefit. We reap the reward now. So, it's okay. So, determination. You've got to have determination. Number 5. Oh, this is going to knock some people in the dirt. In the dirty, dirty dirt. Sacrifice, son. What are you willing to give up? I'm going to tell you right now. If you're not willing to leave your life or your wife, I'm going to tell you right now. You're not willing to leave your wife. Leave the truck where it's at. Leave it alone. Find another business because you're going to hurt yourself, hurt your feelings, hurt her feelings. Now, don't get that twisted as I will not lose my wife. I will not. But if you're not willing to leave her at the house while you go focus because of whatever reason, trust issues, lust issues, lovey-dovey issues, baby issues, whatever. If you can't handle her being a woman without you being there being a man, it's not going to work, guys. It's not. Because the last thing you need is to be out and about running, ripping, running, making money, getting cash, boom, 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 and thinking about what mama's doing. Worrying about what mama's doing. Let mama do mama. My buddy said it best, and this is going to hurt some feelings. You do you, I'll do me. When we come together, we'll do us. And I never realized that's what it is. That's truly what it is. When we're not together, she's doing her. She's got a routine here that every time I come home, I bloop, put right in the middle. Just mess it up. But she knows that's going to happen. I know it's going to happen, so I try to keep my distance. It's the same as if she would come on the road with me. So like while she's here, she does her thing. And I do my thing. Then when we come together, neither of these things matter. Because now it's our time. And now we sacrifice a lot of time. A lot of time together. But now we get, I've been home since Tuesday night. And I'm leaving Tuesday morning. When you get out there and you sacrifice and you're determined and you're just moving, just getting it done, just doing the darn thing, getting her did, your time will come. It's got to. It has to. Fate works. If you're determined, you're open-minded. If you're determined, you have an open mind, you're patient, you're willing to sacrifice, and you can think outside the box, well, god darn, you're a winner. You may be a business owner yet. Just make sure you're disciplined with them finances. That's your bonus. So, guys, this video went on a little bit longer, but it's pure, in your face. This is what it is. So, if you want to succeed, ask yourself these questions. Do I have this? Am I determined to be open-minded, to have patience, think outside the box, and sacrifice for what I want? Is this my dream or is this my job? If this is my job, I quit. If this is my dream, I'm in. This is not a job. You can't do it as a job. There's not enough reward in a job for this. There's not. This ain't a job. This is a life. This is a career. This is it until it ain't it. There's no half doing it. So, that's my little opinion on what it takes to be a business owner. So, like, share, subscribe, hit that ding ding, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace. Do the dance. Do the little dance.